Convincing one of the people you love to move halfway around the world is a tough enough task. But when two members of your family have big worries about uprooting their lives, it could be a recipe for heartbreak. Craig Hoe's work is ruining his family life.
I've missed so much up to now, I just don't want to miss any more.
But can he convince them moving to Australia is the answer?
If this is Australian life, then you can keep it, because I don't want it.
Especially when it comes at the risk of tearing the family apart.
When I know that I'm not going to see you again, it really tears at me.
With its 30,000 miles of coastline and sunny climate, Australia has long been a favourite destination for Brits dreaming of a new life abroad. But leaving behind everything you know to start again so far from home can turn a simple dream into the hardest challenge of your life. Ahead of the Hoes are some huge decisions as they experience the reality of life in Australia. At the end of their week in Oz, they'll face a challenging choice, whether to stay in the UK or make the move for good. After flying 10,000 miles and crossing 3 continents, the Hoes touched down in Brisbane. It's the furthest they've ever been from family in the UK. Even so, they're excited, if a little confused.
We set off on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're now Monday morning. Where are we Monday? I don't know where we are.
But the long journey has also been a rare treat.
The travelling down would have been the longest time we've spent together as a family for a long time, which I enjoyed. It was good. I enjoyed that time we spent together, sat not being able to get away from each other.
However, the thought of family and friends they'd be leaving behind is already hitting home.
Because of what we're doing, it felt like we were going, you know, it felt like the first cut off, and it was hard. It was hard to do that. So what it'd be like if we do it for good, well, I can't imagine. I was already thinking about what I was leaving behind before I'd even set off, before I'd even got in the car, so yeah.
It's an emotional start, and there's still 7 days to go. Back in the UK, the Hoe family live in the village of Headon near Hull. There's Craig and Lisa, who are 36, Ellie, who's 16, and Lily and Poppy, aged 9 and 7. Craig runs his own plumbing business and Lisa works part-time as a hairdresser. However, providing their family with a comfortable life has come at a high price.
I can leave in the morning, at 7 in the morning, the kids will be in bed, and then I can get in after pricing 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night, and they're back in bed. It just seems to be that at the point at the minute where we're just living together but separate lives.
Desperate for a better quality of life with his family, Craig thinks the only answer is to move out to Australia.
The reason why we're making the move is hopefully to spend more time and more quality time as a family before the girls grow up, and I just miss everything because I've missed so much up to now. I just don't want to miss any more.
Moving to the other side of the world is a massive undertaking, and it raises plenty of questions.
It's like trying to fix something that isn't broken. Why are we doing it? Why? We've got a lovely life, we've got a lovely home, nice lifestyle.
It's like that itch you can't scratch, you just don't know why. There's just something there about that we have to...
It's a nagging in the background that kind of... It's your fault you put it there.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
But the girls aren't convinced by the idea of a new life down under.
It's all a big fuzz. I'd love to try it, but it's whether I'd like it or not, and being away from family and friends, like, it's a bit out of my comfort zone.
I don't exactly really want to go because of all the members of the family.
There's even more pressure on Ellie, as she'd be leaving behind her biological father.
I'll miss my dad, I'll miss my nana, I'll miss my best friend so much. Words can't even describe, like, I should cry now. I'm not sure, I'd try and make new friends, but they'd never replace what I've got here. So.
It's a massive dilemma for Ellie, and the whole move could end up resting on her shoulders.
You'd feel like we was abandoning her and leaving her behind. Say you stay here, we're going over to start, and you, it's like that. You just couldn't do that.
You can't leave one of your kids.
Yeah.
And the children aren't the only concern. Lisa has another big worry.
People say they go and they have this big party, but I don't even know if I could have a party and say goodbye to all those people.
I won't be able to be there if they need me, and that'll be really hard because I'll just feel like I'm letting them down. I wish I could just pick them all up and take them with me, but it's our dream, it's not theirs.
The Hoes are in an agonising position. Even with her doubts about Australia, both Craig and Lisa want a better future for their children. But if moving down under runs the risk of splitting the family, that's the last thing they'll be giving them. The Hoes want to see if Queensland's Gold Coast could offer them an ideal location for a new start. It's Australia's 6th largest city and should have plenty of work, housing and lifestyle possibilities. But selling it to Lisa and Ellie could be a big ask for Craig. With this in mind, the Hoes speed off to their base for the week. They'll be staying in a 4-bedroom house in the area of Pacific Pines. Hopefully it'll get them off to a good start.
Oh, it's nice and warm. Have a look.
Very nice.
It certainly looks like there's something for everyone.
Got your walk-in wardrobe.
Yippee! That is ace. I'm happy.
Spot on.
Well, I'm just like this snacks.
Those are very positive sounds, and these are two very happy girls.
Mine! Not Mummy's, not Daddy's, mine.
Craig and Lisa also seem to have found what they're looking for.
Look at that view. Wow. It is like living the dream, isn't it? Look at it.
It's like what we pictured, innit? Perfect.
It is. No, it's better than I imagined.
Well, this house is certainly a great start for their Australian adventure. However, Ellie is aware that her decision will affect everyone else's future.
Mum's been talking to me about it a lot, asking if I'd want to go, but I don't know. I haven't. This is the first time I've been, so I just need to know what's what really. I'm just scared of making the wrong decision.
With so much to deal with over the coming week, there are definitely going to be difficult decisions for everyone. Like most new arrivals, the Hoes are keen to find their perfect Aussie home. But a combination of high property prices and low exchange rates means the reality of what's affordable could be very different. So will they be in for a nasty surprise? In the UK, the Hoes live in a 4-bedroom detached house near Hull that they've made into a home they love. And for Lisa to give it up for a house in Australia, there's one feature it must have.
If there was a choice, pool or walk-in wardrobe, we'll be having the walk-in wardrobe. We'll go to the beach.
I was like, Mum, you don't have to go to Australia for a walk-in wardrobe. You can get a walk-in wardrobe here. And she's like, no, but I like Australian walk-in wardrobes. I was like, Mum, they're exactly the same. Exactly.
So, to help them find their ideal home, we're going to give the Hoes a taste of the Australian property market. We'll show them 3 different properties, ranging from their dream home to what they can afford. After seeing what's on offer, we'll reveal the price of each house. First up is a property in the area of Upper Coomera. It's in a convenient location, being a short drive to the beaches, Brisbane and close to parks and shopping centres. It could have everything the Hoes want from a house, but will it be to their taste?
Nice, isn't it?
No, not really.
I don't think Lisa's impressed.
Let's look at the rest.
Not what I was thinking.
No, it needs a bit of work, doesn't it?
It's not the work, I just don't like the layout. It's dark.
It's a terrible start, but at least it does have a walk-in wardrobe.
That isn't a walk-in wardrobe. It's not what I was thinking. I don't like it.
OK, and the style isn't quite to Lisa's taste either.
It's old-fashioned, it's like a nana's house.
It needs...
Coming down?
Yeah.
OK, what about the rest of the house?
These could be really
What's smaller, aren't they? Small size room.
I feel claustrophobic in here.
I just need a shower. Is this a bedroom or?
It's a 4th bedroom, wouldn't it?
I think so, because there's a wardrobe.
Yeah, it's got to be, yeah.
This is like the size Mum wants a walk-in wardrobe to be.
Clearly, this house is not what they want from their dream home. Even Craig is struggling with this property.
The pool's not helping, even with my vision and what I can do with places, but no, it's not.
Girls, what do you think?
No way would I move to Australia into a house.
It's not the Australian dream, it's more a nightmare, this house, isn't it?
It's a bad start for Craig. This house is not to their taste, but can the price make any difference? Is this all they can afford on their £250,000 budget, or is their ideal home still within their reach?
Yeah, what it's worth. You can have a guess, or do you think? Just open
Just
it.
open it.
So, 247,000. That's similar to like
250?
Yeah.
250 grand for this.
Yeah.
And I couldn't spend another minute in it, let alone a lifetime. No.
No.
No way.
It's
awful.
Yeah. I don't think it would be that much.
No.
That's a blow. This house is worth nearly as much as their UK home. If this is what their budget can achieve, will the right home be too expensive? The next house is in the area of Coombaba. It's close to the beach and has plenty of outdoor space for the Aussie lifestyle the Hoes would like. After the disappointment of the first property, can this house lift their spirits?
Don't like it again.
It's quite small again, isn't it? A lot smaller than the other one, isn't it?
Is that a kitchen?
That's the kitchen.
It doesn't even look like a kitchen. It isn't on par with what we've got at home.
Oh dear, again another disappointing start, and the bedrooms aren't helping.
Can't believe how small the bedrooms are. It's just so small.
It's too small. It's not small where you can cope with it. It's just too small. I won't be able to have a bedroom this size.
But all the bedrooms are this size.
Yeah.
Do you want this bedroom, Libs? If this is Australian life, then you can keep it, because I don't want it.
It's going from bad to worse. No one can see the point in making the move for this house.
There's no pool, and it's really dark.
We're coming here to have a better lifestyle, and so that we can spend more time as a family.
Relax. We couldn't relax in somewhere
I
like
wouldn't
this.
want to spend time as a family. I would be fed up.
Yeah. However how much I want to make the move, I wouldn't bring them across, and if this was all we could afford, then even add for how much it would shatter the dream that I have to come, I couldn't do it to them.
Is there any chance of the price helping? With everyone so disheartened by the size of this house, could Craig's dream be over? Time to find out what it's worth.
272.
That's £22,000 over what they hope to get for their home in the UK.
I think of what I could buy at home for that. It's a no-brainer.
I wouldn't feel happy living here. I would. I would be on the first plane back home.
With such disappointment over the first 2 properties, Craig really needs to find a house that his family can see themselves living in, fast. Everything hinges on the last property. Returning to where they started, the last house is also in the Upper Coomera area. However, it's quite a different proposition from the first one. It's a new build on a new development, and it's Craig's last chance of convincing the family.
This is what I expected. Now you're talking.
Wow.
It seems the Hoes have finally arrived.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing, isn't it?
With 4 bedrooms and 2 receptions, this house is sounding like it could be right up their street.
I love it. It's fab. This is the Aussie dream.
Yeah.
This is
Therefore,
what we were thinking.
It's perfect.
Upstairs, things get even better.
This is my room.
And Lisa's found just what she's always wanted.
Walking wardrobe. I am happy now.
I'm hyperventilating.
I feel like I want to see. We can all have a double bed each.
Do you like it?
Yeah. This is a dream house.
Suddenly it seems everything is looking very different. Have the Hoes finally found their dream house?
It's gorgeous.
We do it, Clam.
Look at the view. I just love it.
if we came up, this is what we're living in by Hucklebar Crook. It's just, this is what we're coming for. I mean, we look out our upstairs windows, we look at cooling towers and wind turbines and sewage treatment plants. It's just it's like another world.
It is like another world.
This house has got everyone singing a very different tune from the first two, but can they afford it? If it's out of their reach, could it end Craig's hopes of emigrating? Time to find out the price.
I don't want to walk.
Oh, my mum's stiffing it.
That's £70,000 over their budget.
I thought it'd be a lot more than that, to be fair.
I did.
A lot more.
Despite appearing to be out of reach, the Hoes are convinced this is the house for them.
You always want to do better in life, and the other houses, I want doing better. It was a step back, not a step forward, whereas this is a step forward.
I'd move here tomorrow.
Me too.
I don't want to leave.
It's a huge relief to Craig and a big comeback for his hopes.
I'm off the ropes. Coming back fighting now. I'm happy. See you soon, house.
The first house was a bad start for everyone, even though it had a walk-in wardrobe. The second fared no better and didn't lift their spirits. But the third house was a completely different story and gave everyone fresh hope, although it could be a struggle to afford. Is Craig's hope of emigrating in with a fighting chance? It's time to find out.
My vote goes to Australia.
Australia.
Everybody chose Australia.
Based on the last property?
Yeah.
Not the first
First
two.
two were
Definitely
really
be the
dodgy.
UK if it was the
If
first
we
two.
can live in a house like the last one, definitely Australia.
That's a great start for Craig's hopes, but it comes with a serious price tag if Lee Sonelli won't consider Oz without a dream house to sweeten the deal. That would mean both Craig and Lisa finding decent work prospects and salaries. Being self-employed, Craig has to work very long hours, missing out on family life, something he's desperate to avoid in Australia.
If it's the same amount of hours that I'm working back home, that's not going to give me the family time that I want. It's just geography. It's not going to make a better lifestyle for us.
We've arranged for Craig to work with Stuart, who has a similar business on the Gold Coast. It's a day of getting back to basics.
It's like the good old days, fetching and carrying.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Hi.
can't be one of them for a while.
Unreal.
Be good.
It might be fine for a day, but Craig is concerned about his long-term prospects.
If I did make the move over, would the job opportunities be there, or do you think?
At the moment, the way things are, I'd say it'll be pretty tough.
Yeah.
At the moment, they seem to think that things will pick up in the next 18 months and the housing market will pick up again.
Yeah.
And away it'll go. Once the housing picks up again, not a problem.
That doesn't sound great. In the UK, Lisa is a self-employed hairdresser. After her disappointment with property, what she can earn could make all the difference.
If we need where I have to work more than I think to get that home, then yeah, I would put in them extra hours just for that walk-in wardrobe.
She's having a tryout at a large salon in a mall. It's quite different to what she's used to.
So Lisa, have you ever worked in a big chain before, or like in a big company?
No, I rent a chair in a salon. So I just pay rent and then whatever I earn is, mine.
The different working style also means a difference in pay.
Is the wages pretty good?
Yeah,
livable?
Definitely. From your first years to your seniors, definitely, between 15 to 20, I think, an hour.
That's £10 to £12 an hour, a lot less than Lisa brings home in the UK. However, there is a silver lining.
Price-wise, if you was to do a semi, how much would you charge?
For that, you're probably looking at $99.95.
In England, I would charge £45 for that, so there's like a £20 difference.
Okay.
So it is more expensive to get your hair done here than there, so earning potential is obviously going to be more here.
Definitely.
Which is good.
That sounds more encouraging for Lisa. Across town, Craig is keen to find out about his earning potential.
Salary-wise, do you know roughly what?
If you probably get work. If you work for someone, you're probably looking around 60 grand a year, something like that.
That's around £37,000, more than Craig takes home in the UK. But would it mean an end to the gruelling hours that come with being self-employed?
Obviously, you'll be in that situation where
nothing changes when you work for yourself. That's the nature of the beast. Yeah. If you want quality time that with your wife and kids, probably work for someone.
Yeah.
And you'll probably start at 7, knock off at 3, 4 o'clock. Your weekends are yours, your after hours are yours.
That's just what Craig wanted to hear.
There she goes.
Lovely. Done.
All right.
Excellent.
First bit of Aussie plumbing.
Oh, sensational.
So a good day for Craig. But how will Lisa vote after her first experience of work in Australia?
Based on the salon I was in today and the earning potential here, I would go with UK. The wages are a bit rubbish really compared to the UK, compared to what I earn at home when I work for myself. I prefer my UK salon.
That's a setback for Craig's hopes of convincing Lisa to emigrate. How does he feel about working in Australia?
Based on what I found out today on job prospects and whether there's work out there for me and the lifestyle which I'm seeking, I'm voting for Australia. For me to be able to finish work and have a happy medium with the family, it's just not possible at home. At the end of the day, it's going to be worth it.
The lure of more time with his family has persuaded Craig that Australia is the place to be, but he still has to convince Lisa. The promise of a better work-life balance has won Craig over, but Lisa's doubts keep growing. What may help is her and Ellie speaking to a family who have been through the same dilemmas. Craig and Lisa are off to see the Wilsons. They're old friends who emigrated here 2 years ago, and they've laid on a traditional British welcome with an Aussie twist. Tea and cakes by the pool. And thoughts soon turned to being so far from loved ones.
My dad came over and I had to go to work the day he left because I could see in his eyes he was getting upset, and I just had to go.
I can't imagine, like, you've left them and that would be really hard. Yeah. Then you get them back for a bit and then they've got to go again. I just can't imagine. Just, like,
I don't
think about the kids.
I don't miss anything about England, nothing, apart from my family. But at the end of the day, my family's here, and we've done it for a better lifestyle.
By the pool, Ellie's also sharing her worries with Ruby.
I'm just worried, like, that I won't make friends if I do come here. Like, I know I've got you, but it's like other friends, like with college and stuff. Yeah. But like, are they real friendly? Is it easy?
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I'm never going to make any friends. Yeah. But I did, and they're like really nice.
Yeah.
But at the table, Lisa's doubts are growing.
For me, part of me feels like, yeah, let's do it, because I don't ever want to live life without regrets. I don't want to wake up in 10, 15 years' time.
Do it for yourself.
You just do feel guilty. You do feel like...
Well, you'll have weeks where you'll be really good and you're on a bit of a high, and then you'll go downhill. You're putting too much pressure on yourself, and you've got... Life is for living at the end of the day, and this is what it's all about.
This visit to close friends has shown them the ups and downs of moving so far from home. Will it help or hinder Craig's desire for a new life down under?
Yeah, see you later.
With Lisa missing home, some quality time together could be very welcome for the Hoes. For them, moving to Australia has always been about finding a better quality of life. So it could be a big step forward if the Gold Coast can deliver the lifestyle they want. They've come to Currumbin Animal Park to see if Australia can give them the time together they want. Libby would like to be a zookeeper when she grows up, and she's showing early promise.
Smile, Lise. Like you've been separated at birth.
For the girls, this is a rare treat, not just because of the wildlife.
It's really nice having time spent with Dad, because we don't really get to do that much in England because his job's so full on, because he works for himself.
Does that look like Daddy having a sleep?
It seems Craig's plan has worked a treat. Today has won everyone over.
To be here and to see all this and to see Craig with the girls, it's just been fantastic. I didn't think it would be, you know, it's just been fantastic.
I think I'd want to live in Australia.
However, there are still worries about one member of the family.
Ellie said she felt under pressure before we even came. She feels like she would be quashing our dreams, really. My dream is that we're all together and happy, and you know, and we wouldn't be if one of us was at the other side of the world.
But Ellie's doubts have reminded them of just how big a price they may have to pay if they do choose to make the move for good.
Australia.
Australia.
Woohoo! You're just so embarrassing. I knew he was going to do something. No, don't you dare.
That's a resounding yes, and it's made Lisa realise something has to change.
Listening to Libby earlier,
Something has to change.
Listening to Libby earlier, saying that it was lovely spending time with Dad, it chokes me up. It's really sad that she's finding this really special, because she should have done a lot more of this at her age, you know.
But even though she voted for the Australian lifestyle, Ellie is still feeling the weight of the decision riding on her shoulders.
I feel a bit under pressure that it's about me. If I want to move, then they'll go, but if I don't want to, then they won't. It's a bit daunting to think that the decision's on me, because that's not what I want. I don't want to stand in the way, but looks like I've got no choice.
The benefits of the Gold Coast lifestyle are a much-needed boost for the Hoe's spirits, but it also gave them a glimpse of the future they could enjoy as a family. However, Ellie's worries remain, and there's another obstacle in their path. The Hoe's house in the UK is a modern 4-bedroom detached property that they've lovingly extended and believed to be worth around £250,000. They'll need to get every penny to be able to afford the kind of house they'd love in Australia. So we sent round to estate agents to give us their professional opinion.
Lovely remodelled kitchen, very clean lines, modern, contemporary.
Oh, wipes his feet. Nice man.
Well, this is a very nice modern living space. The feature fire really sets the room off.
Very nice, elegant bedroom. Lovely decor.
Wow, now this is a bathroom. Absolutely fantastic. A lovely place to stretch out. Fabulous.
All my hard work there, look.
What is a bath?
Put it on the market for £195,000. But for a quick sale, I'd be looking between £180,000 and £185,000.
That's over £50,000 less than they were hoping for.
That's a shock, isn't it?
In the current marketplace, I'd suggested an asking price of about £220,000 with for sale value probably £210,000.
I thought when we got it done before it was miles more than that.
It was, but the house prices have dropped.
Oh, that's rubbish.
We'd have to reevaluate, wouldn't we, and assess what property we could afford to buy and how that would affect us.
Yeah.
The low value of their house has come as a real blow to the Hoes. Their dream life in Australia is now hanging in the balance. We've prepared a breakdown of living costs to see if there's any way of affording the move.
There's nothing on here that is anywhere near the price. It's all at least double, if not triple. It's ridiculous.
You're looking at a good, what, £60 more out here on a shop?
Yeah, per week. It's my shoe money gone out the window.
The day-to-day costs are coming out higher than back home. Craig could earn slightly more in Australia, but how will the figures add up?
So press it.
Yeah.
£1,670.58p overdrawn. So to live here, to live the dream.
It cost us £1,670 a month more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing the maths has highlighted just how difficult this move would be. Could Lisa and Craig afford to live in Australia? Time to vote on the cost of living.
Our vote goes to UK.
UK. Based on the figures that we've got in front of us and on going for the property that we've looked at, I'd have to vote, even though I want to move out here, I couldn't say Australia for that because it's just not, it doesn't make financial sense.
Yeah.
Seeing their living costs in black and white has shaken even Craig's confidence about the move. But the biggest challenge facing the Hoes is dealing with the pain of leaving loved ones behind. Lisa and Craig know that seeing messages from home could be a painful experience for the children, but they've decided to watch it together as a family.
Hi!
Hi guys!
I hope you're having a fantastic time. Hi guys, hope you're having the best ever time. And it's everything you expect.
Ellie, the firstborn, is just... I'm so proud of her. She's amazing. And Libby, she's just a miniature Lisa. Loves adventure and Poppy, the little dancer, that's what I call her. I couldn't wish for 3 more beautiful grandchildren.
I was gutted to hear that they may be going to Australia to live. Obviously, I don't want them to. They're my world. I'll miss them loads and loads.
I hope you're having a fantastic time, but I hope you're not enjoying it too much. For my own reasons, you know, I don't want you to go. I'll miss you all like crazy. I love you all so much. Love you all. Love you all lots.
Hey, Bo, go back to England, mate.
She's like my best friend.
I take it for granted, but when I know that I'm not going to see you again, it really tears at my heart. But now it's just been silly again, as usual. I do love you all so much. Can't go on.
Watching their loved ones was a harrowing reminder of all they stand to lose should they decide to move. If they can't cope with the pain of leaving, then it will mean walking away from their dream forever. With their future in the balance, it's time to make the final choice. It's been a challenging week for everyone. Craig and Lisa have fallen for the lifestyle they could lead in Australia. But as the final vote approaches, are they certain where their future lies? For Craig, it's all been about a better family life.
I feel guilty that when we're back in the UK that I don't get to spend as much quality time with them that I like. When I was growing up, my dad worked away a lot, he was on, and I didn't get to see him a lot. And I just don't want that to happen with my kids.
But Ellie is afraid of leaving behind the people she loves.
It's not as easy to leave your friends as it sounds like. It's not just round the corner, it's the other side of the world, and I don't really know what I'd do without my friends that I've got now.
And Lisa is stuck in the middle.
I do feel really torn between the UK and Oz. You know, Craig really wants this, but I feel torn between Australia and the life I've got. I really don't know.
So after a week of tough choices, when it comes to the crucial final decision, which way will they go?
We've had a brilliant week, we've had our highs, we've had our lows. We're going to make the vote on where we want to live, whether it be the UK or Australia. So on that, I'm voting for Australia.
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 What's the matter? I just feel really bad. Why? I don't know, I just feel really torn.
I'm surprised with your vote, obviously, but I'm glad you're willing to give it a try. And I love you.
The Hoes Week showed that the journey to a new life is fraught with pain and challenges. Even though they all agreed on Australia, they're aware of the sacrifices they still have to make. The family faced a truly difficult decision down under, but were they able to stick with their choice? A month after they returned, I travelled to Hull to meet up with Lisa and Craig.
Craig, nice to see you both. Tell me how the week was for the two of you.
For me, I loved it. I mean, I just felt like I belonged. It just felt like I was...
It was like Craig stepped off the plane, and for him, he said, I feel like I've just come home.
But it wasn't quite the same for you, was it, Lisa?
Not at all. I'm a bit of a control freak, really. And there I felt like a fish out of water. And I said
to Craig, I'm still not there yet, I'm still not where you are. And he just said, look, I'm not happy. And it really shocked me. I sat back and I was like, you know, if he's not happy, then, you know, we need to do something about it. You know, it's his life as well as ours.
Now, I know it was critical that your eldest daughter, Ellie, felt comfortable about possibly making the move. And there was a big question mark.
It was such a big thing, wasn't it? To actually, for her to see Australia, to see it. But I think she sees more opportunity there. She absolutely cried in the airport as we were leaving. She was like, I don't want to go, please, I don't want to go back. I really didn't expect that. I really didn't expect her to like it as much as she did, to the point where she was upset.
So, it's cards on the table time. Craig, I'm going to start with you. How definite is this move?
For me, 100%, because I still feel it's the right move for us as a family.
Lisa?
I am. I know 100%. I know it's the right thing to do. The futures for the girls is there. It's so much better. I know it's the right thing to do for Craig as well. So I'm 100%.
It looks as if Ellie's now very much on board with the move, but there's one vital piece of the jigsaw remaining. Australia brought home just how much Lisa would miss her family and friends, so I've invited her cousin Kelly to help her take that final big step.
So a lot of this move, in a funny way, does depend on your thoughts on them going out, and really, in a way, whether it's with your blessing. It's tough, isn't it? That's how much family means.
It's just going to be hard to go.
We've seen how the Hoe family have voted, but because you are so much part of their lives, we would actually like you to be part of that vote as well, because I know especially for Lisa, it's critical. So I know this is going to be really hard. So Kelly, the Hoe family moving out to Australia.
Regretfully, just for them, obviously for me, I want them here, 110%, I want them to stay.
And that's true friendship, isn't it? And guess who's going to be the first person coming to visit? She'll be saving up for her airfare. Well, emotions are still running high in that household, but Lisa and Craig are united in what's best for their girls, and that's a new life in Australia. I think if they get their way, they're going to be heading down under in literally a few months' time.
And we're back down under later at midday. Tim Wannacott's bargain hunting in balmy Melbourne. Meanwhile, Holmes Under the Hammer is next.
Convincing one of the people you love to move halfway around the world is a tough enough task. But when two members of your family have big worries about uprooting their lives, it could be a recipe for heartbreak. Craig Hoe's work is ruining his family life.
I've missed so much up to now, I just don't want to miss any more.
But can he convince them moving to Australia is the answer?
If this is Australian life, then you can keep it, because I don't want it.
Especially when it comes at the risk of tearing the family apart.
When I know that I'm not going to see you again, it really tears at me.
With its 30,000 miles of coastline and sunny climate, Australia has long been a favourite destination for Brits dreaming of a new life abroad. But leaving behind everything you know to start again so far from home can turn a simple dream into the hardest challenge of your life.
Ahead of the Hoes are some huge decisions as they experience the reality of life in Australia. At the end of their week in Oz, they'll face a challenging choice, whether to stay in the UK or make the move for good.
After flying 10,000 miles and crossing 3 continents, the Hoes touched down in Brisbane. It's the furthest they've ever been from family in the UK. Even so, they're excited, if a little confused.
We set off on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're now Monday morning. Where are we Monday? I don't know where we are.
But the long journey has also been a rare treat.
The travelling down would have been the longest time we've spent together as a family for a long time, which I enjoyed. It was good. I enjoyed that time we spent together, sat not being able to get away from each other.
However, the thought of family and friends they'd be leaving behind is already hitting home.
Because of what we're doing, it felt like we were going, you know, it felt like the first cut off, and it was hard. It was hard to do that. So what it'd be like if we do it for good, I can't imagine. I was already thinking about what I was leaving behind before I'd even set off, before I'd even got in the car. So, yeah.
It's an emotional start, and there's still 7 days to go. Back in the UK, the Hoe family live in the village of Headon near Hull. There's Craig and Lisa, who are 36, Ellie, who's 16, and Lily and Poppy, aged 9 and 7. Craig runs his own plumbing business and Lisa works part-time as a hairdresser. However, providing their family with a comfortable life has come at a high price.
I can leave in the morning at 7 in the morning, the kids will be in bed, and then I can get in after pricing Nan, maybe 10 o'clock at night, and they're back in bed. It just seems to be that at the point at the minute where we're just living together but separate lives.
Desperate for a better quality of life with his family, Craig thinks the only answer is to move out to Australia.
The reason why we're making the move is hopefully to spend more time and more quality time as a family before the girls grow up, and I just miss everything because I've missed so much up to now. I just don't want to miss any more.
Moving to the other side of the world is a massive undertaking, and it raises plenty of questions.
It's like trying to fix something that isn't broken. Why are we doing it? Why? We've got a lovely life, we've got a lovely home, nice lifestyle.
It's like that itch you can't scratch, you just don't know why. There's just something there.